Hello guys and welcome back to my Fate Grand Order Traum gameplay. So yes, let us continue the story. Okay, so here we are, Interstice Town. Alright, Vlad 3's triumphant return. Yeah, in the previous video we were able to get back Vlad 3. And yes, so let's go. I see. So it won't be possible for me to fight until the singularity is repaired. I'm afraid I have one more piece of disappointing news. That noble phantasm took too much out of us that we won't be able to do anything for a while either. Well, that makes sense. You guys almost disappeared, so... If we try to charge at a windmill now, we'll be knocked aside like a blade of grass. Okay. Really, Sancho? Am I that weak now? I'm afraid so, sir. Try charging Lord Holmes if you don't believe me. What? Nah, man. Don't try that. Holmes is going to unleash his baritsu upon you. Huh? Alright, I will. Here I come. Rah! Waving briefly before reaching out a hand and stopping him by catching his head. Rah! Rah! Yeah? Huh. I suppose we can call it a draw. Fujimaru, I want you to do a pratfall right now. Okay. That's it, well done. Yeah? Is this some sort of ritual with which I'm unfamiliar? Wordlessly popping a headache pill. So, you concluded that you required my wisdom even at the cost of your powers as king of this realm. Yes, we're simply not capable of taking things beyond this point. It was clear how things would end if either of the other two kings were to launch a serious assault against us. Even so, your unwavering willingness to give up the power you were given is no small thing. It was an act of either great selflessness or great selfishness. I'm sorry, that was no way to speak to my saviors. Not at all. Very well then, let's return so I can see the Righteous Realm's city for myself. From there, I'll survey your military capacity, and it's not really that simple because, the Righteous Realm, they think we are against humanity, so, No, wait, I almost forgot something important I need to do first. What's that? This. My true name is Vlad 3. I'm a servant of Caldia Berserker class. Okay, so reintroduction. And now I have returned to where I belong. It's good to have you back, Count Vlad. Thank you, Master. I may not be able to be your spear for the time being, but there are still things I can and must do to help. Sir? That's it. That's exactly how a knight and his lord should behave. I want that. Welcome home, sir. It's just not the same. Wow. Oh, she changed her ascension. Dulcinea. Oh, Dulcinea, I think she's the princess? I think I've forgotten. Yeah. It's either the princess or... It must be the princess, not the maid. The maid was the previous one, I think. No, the ascension. I'm talking about the ascension. One more word like that from you, sir, and I'll send you sailing straight down this mountain. I'm sorry, my lady. Better. What was that all about? Well, I suspect that was another of Miss Sancho's sights, Princess Dulcinea, most likely. Yeah, so there you go, that's correct. One of the reasons Don Quixote sets off on his journey in his titular story was to tell people far and wide of Princess Dulcinea's beauty. It's a bit embarrassing, but it's true. Can you at least warn me before you transform like that? My poor heart can take it. Deal with it. Wow, she's reminding me of a certain few, servant combinations in Caldia. For example, Orion Artemis, Jason Media. Am I the only one concerned about her current situation? Because it seems to me that losing Vlad 3 as a fighter is a major setback. You're not wrong, but in this case, I also don't think it's the whole story. We have a good number of military assets to work with on both ends. Up until now, though, we've lacked the tactical expertise to make use of them. So if Vlad can make up for that deficiency, then I think there are still some positives to be gained from this. I guess that's true, but losing his combat prowess still hurts. Well, nothing we can do about that. Alright, we'll be taking our leave here. See you back in the thrones. Goodbye. Very well then. Let's take a walk around the city. Mr. Fujimaru, Karok, if you would be so kind to disguise yourself as servants once again, we can be on our way. Okay. There's plenty of life here, but not much drive. Morale is fairly decent. And yet, on the whole, it's too relaxed. Well, yeah. Relaxed, I see. Since each realm's population is comprised so entirely of servants, universal conscription is a genuinely viable option. Of course, we wouldn't want everyone to be perpetually mired in despair over the prospect of a long-term war. For when those who should be helping to fight the war are no longer able to separate from their daily lives, that's when weariness sets in. And when conflict is inevitable, weariness can and does lead directly to defeat. We were told earlier that the Righteous Realm's army is about to begin a training exercise. Shall we go pay them a visit? Yes, let's do that. Hey Fujimaru. Yeah, Karo? Do you think this training exercise is going to help much? Well, at least it'll keep up the morale, especially if, like, we go there and, I don't know, but we might as well hope for the best, yeah. That's just pure optimism. It's not productive. Okay. So, is that ready? And slash! Draw, aim, loose. Yeah. See these spear skills? This is why they call me the Gale. Only you call you that. Why can't I use rapid casting? Well, I think you need to be way more, skillful for that. Like, rapid casting is crazy, I think Media can do it, can't she? Yeah, Media, Cersei as well. Oh boy, insta charge NP, crazy stuff. I know I put in my dues as an alchemist and then some. Wait, don't tell me, it's because my tongue is too short. Oh god. Isn't it? Oh, they're all going at it a lot harder than I was expecting. Well, what do you know? I don't know much about combat training, but it looks like they're doing a good job. This is even worse than I thought. Oh, damn. Why's that? Yeah. I'd prefer to meet with the king, with Charles the Great, before I say any more. Right. There's no sense having the same conversation twice. Okay. Is it that bad? It is. Let us say, for the sake of argument, that the situation was entirely in our favor, by which I mean imagine that the other two realms have waged all-out war, okay? And that one side succeeded in wiping out the other, but at the cost of the majority of their soldiers. Even in that ideal situation, I can tell you that we still would not win. Oh god. Well, that bad? You too, it seems you already understand the problem. Well, yeah, I guess we are technically 2 of the 12 paladins. So we both have a decent amount of real military expertise. But isn't that the case for the other servants too? I don't know. Sure. Some of them used to be heroes or in the military or otherwise fought in some major battles. The problem is that they're all over the place. There's no unity or teamwork whatsoever. Oh, I see, that makes sense. Yeah, because they're from different, places. The way of fighting is different and all that, yeah. We can lead small teams well enough, but that's it. Astolfo and I couldn't possibly lead an entire army. What's more, Diarmuid and Zhufu are only slightly better than nothing. From what I've been told, both Creamhill of the Revenge Realm and Constantinos of the Reinstatement Realm have full control of their armies. By comparison, our forces are no more than a motley crew of amateurs. In short, the entire fate of the Righteous Realm rests on whether we can transform this disparate rabble of servants into a unified army. So how exactly do we do that? Yeah, well, I guess maybe, I don't know, like, we have to, like, make them, like, gather them under one banner. Like, we are not able to do that still because Charlemagne still isn't here. And I don't know. Since the dawn of recorded history, there has only been one reliable way to turn soldiers into an army: training. I see. And I do not mean the way it is being done now, wherein each servant does whatever they please. Yeah, like I said, we have to, like, make them do the same thing and, like, you know, like, kind of like a... They need to be trained to work as a single army and operate as though they were all part of a single organism. If they cannot do that, then we have no hope of victory. So, to begin, I would like you to inform every servant in the Righteous Realm that they are to assemble early tomorrow morning for joint training. Alright, we will. I'll put together an initial lineup and then adjust it over the course of the training. We need to know whether we would be best served by forming groups composed of all different classes or of a single class. What sort of units we need, what it is we lack the most. Everything we must review, every detail. Hey, Sancho. No, sir, you cannot relinquish the throne. I was going to say, he's going to say something like, he's way better than me. Why doesn't he take, the helm? How did you know what I was going to say? Look, I'm not proud of this, but even I know I'm not the best choice for this job. Sancho is right. Unfortunately, I currently lack the strength to stand on the front line myself. More importantly, you have already claimed to be Charles the Great. None of the other servants here would accept me suddenly taking over as your successor. You are Charles the Great now, and there is nothing you can do to change that. Escape is no longer an option. Even if the path before you requires scaling a sheer wall, you must find a way to crawl up and reach the other side. Whatever you do, you cannot fall. Use whatever lies or bluster you need to hold yourself in place. You are an emperor, you cannot change that. Okay. It's alright, sir, don't worry. If worse comes to worse, I'll figure something out. Miss Sancho sounded fully confident in her ability to make good on her pledge. Based on his story, that should have been enough to set Don Quixote's mind at ease. But judging by the look on his face, he's positively racked with guilt. I expect all of you to attend the training tomorrow as well. That of course includes you, Master. While you won't be able to summon servants with so many watchful eyes nearby, as long as you don't have them use noble phantasm, you should be able to pass yourself off as a caster who calls upon shadow soldiers to fight for you. Yeah, got it. Karak, as a mage and master, I want you to provide advice. Damn, that's quite the job. I'll do the best I can. Holmes, you are a great detective. I'm certain you can see things I cannot. Even if you may lack military expertise, it would be a great help if you would keep a keen eye out for them. Will you? Of course. There you have it, Master. Glad to have you on the team. What about us? Yeah, I guess. You two have the most difficult task of all. Rallying everyone underneath, something like that. What was that? Wait and trust that we will complete our task. You are not to do anything more than that. Okay. Really? So I'm just supposed to do nothing? You are Charles the Great. You can neither reveal your true identity nor take part in battle yourself. Your job is to have faith in your subordinates. Yes, sir. Master, Karok, I urge you two to get some rest. I shall do the same. Alright. Okay, it's night time. What the hell? Oh man, it's the middle of the night. Lord Fujimaru. Is something the matter? I couldn't sleep. Well, elderly folks like me are notoriously light sleepers. You're much too young for that. Sancho? I'm here, sir. Shall I make some cocoa then? I knew you would do what to do, my wonderful maid. Thank you, sir. Okay then, I'll be back shortly. Say, how do you end up pretending to be emperor anyway? Yeah, that's a very good question. It's a long story. You see, one thing led to another, and here we are. That's really all it boils down to. I knew I was a servant of proper human history, which immediately put me at odds with the other servants. I suppose you could say it was a stroke of luck. I was about to say something to them when Sancho clapped a hand over my mouth and acted like we were on their side. Then, with what we learned by sinking into the revenge realm, I knew things wouldn't go as they were. I may have been able to retain my body in that realm, but I would have lost my mind. I'm a coward, you see. And the reinstatement realm wasn't much better. Their motives and methods may differ from the revenge realm, but they still are rebelling against proper human history. I agonized over what we should do, and ultimately I decided to move to an area where neither realm had much influence. Okay. Then, next thing I knew, we were surrounded by other servants who felt the same way and ran away with us. It was Sancho who came up with the idea of creating a place for the servants on the side of proper human history. Me? All I did was run around in a tizzy. I was only useful on a few occasions we had to fight demonic beasts. And when I volunteered, once we concluded that someone would have to be this new realm's ruler. Sounds pretty admirable to me. No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. For one thing, I wasn't even summoned in my prime. Both my mind and body were way past the sell-by date, if you take my meaning. I guess he's like an old man now, as you can see. My story both begins and ends with me as an old man. How does it begin with you being what? I don't understand. What does that mean? How can a story begin and end both as an old man? You don't begin as an old man, do you? Or maybe, oh, I see. I think it's something like, how stories sometimes start like a recollection, like they start as like their present self and they tell a story like their tale, and we go back in time, and then in the end we're back to the present again, that kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know much about his story, so this is the only way I know. That's why I look the way I do. I was so nervous when I first pretended to be Charles the Great. I thought I was going to throw up. You seem a lot different now than you did during the day. Yeah, because these lonely nights are the only times I can go back to being of reasonably sound mind. Grim as that may sound. Here's your cocoa, sir, Lord Fujimaru. Great, thank you, Sancho. Thank you. My pleasure. Nice and sweet, just the way I like it. This is delicious. I'm glad you like it. This cocoa is so good. I feel like it's making me forget I'm a knight. What? Oh my, then I'd better take it away right now. Please don't. This is one of the few pleasures I have at my age. I was only joking. So it sounds like this whole run was your idea, Sancho. Not at all. I only made a suggestion. I'm also one of the world's most helpful maids, you see. If my sir wants something, it's my job to make it happen. He took over rulership of this realm because it was the safest position for him to be in. We'd better be treated like other foot soldiers if he went to fight on the other front lines. And I didn't want us to die right after being summoned, so I pretty much only say indeed when I'm on the throne. That hardly matters for royalty. It's rather like how teenagers see their parents. Wow. You mean as a nuisance? You need only be proud and domineering. That's really all a king or emperor needs. If you say so. What do you think, Lord Fujimaru? Yeah, I think when it's really important, you might have to take a matter in your hands. So you think so too, huh? Yes, that's true. One should take important matters into their own hands. And conversely, when they're not important, one should leave well enough alone. Okay, I'll just do that. Basically, right now you have to stick to what you're already doing. I guess so. Thanks again for the cocoa. I'd better head back now. Oh, are you sure you wouldn't like to talk a little more? No, he should get some rest. He has an early morning tomorrow. Good night. Hmm. Was that a mistake? It's hard to say. I'd have to work up the courage to apologize. What's happening? Like, there's something going on. Like, there was one section when I remember Sancho saying something like, I have like a debt or something to the Chaldeans. Like, okay. What do you think of the Master of Chaldea, Sancho? We both know how terrible a judge of character I am. I think he's a good person, and above all, I think he's very willing to forgive others for their mistakes. Sir, you do know what Chaldea coming here means, right? It means he and his companions have come a long way to be here, so there's no need to feel bad for them. I know, but still. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about this, sir. It's all down to you. Though, of course. Depending on how things go, an apology might be the last thing they need. I guess we should head back to the throne. It's time to return to my duties as Charles the Great. Okay. What the hell was that? Vlad triumphant. Oh. Okay, so the training we're going to do now. Good day, everyone. My true name is Vlad III. I come on behalf of Charles the Great, who has asked that I lend my support to the righteous realm. Unfortunately, I have lost my own servant powers due to extenuating circumstances. However, as a result, His Imperial Majesty has seen fit to trust me with full command of this army. You may consider me your general marshal or whatever other high status position suits you. If any of you object, speak now. I'm glad to see none take issue with my leadership. Now then, without further ado, I would like to begin your military training. From this point on, you must act as a single army rather than individual heroes. Together, you will form multiple units, all of which will combine to create a unified armed force. I am, of course, aware that it will take more than my say-so to convince you of the merits of this new direction. I understand why this may concern you. Your individual exploits are what made you heroic spirits. I'm sure many of you believe you are strong enough to be better off doing as you please. Which is why I would like to start with a training exercise. Yeah, that'll help, because we can show them now. I will form a unit of my own, but I will keep its numbers to a bare minimum. Here is the scenario. My unit will defend a fortress, and the rest of you will surround and attack it. However, my unit will also soon be receiving reinforcements. As attackers, your objective is to break through our defenses, claim the fortress as your own. With such overwhelming numbers on your side, your victory should be all but assured. Failure is not an option. As you will begin with such a tremendous advantage, you will surely not refuse, yes? Damn. Vlad III's speech had the desired result. It lit a fire in the proud servant's heart. Let's do this thing. You messed with the wrong servant. You're gonna regret this. That fortress is as good as ours. As these and other indignant war cries rang out, Vlad III instructed the casters to construct a temporary fortress. A fortress that looked, and probably actually was, pretty much too flimsy to stand up to a servant attack. Nonetheless, Vlad III and his small force of servants entered the locked gate behind them. In 3 hours, the battle would begin. The servants Vlad III chose for his unit ran around hurriedly to try and prepare as best as they could. One or two seemed less than happy about having been selected, though. They should carry out their duty faithfully, having been chosen ahead of time. Indeed. But if I may, Lord Vlad, can you tell me why you chose a siege? I guess because it's kind of like, it's more appropriate in this situation, because we have to do that. Because defense is where I excel. Because if we win, none of the other servants will have any right to complain. Yeah, that's true as well. Now I see. Caster, Fujimaru? Yes, sir? Oh, caster Fidiano. As I told you earlier, you cannot have your servants use their noble phantasm, but you also don't need to defeat our opponents. This battle will be a test of endurance. I urge you to take that into consideration while curating your lineup. Okay, so Castoria's coming in then. I am adding Holmes, Roland, Jufu to your group. This fortress has intentionally been built with a hole in its defenses that could let the enemy easily occupy the entire fort should they break through. Our opponents will most likely attempt to claim victory through brute force at first. If and when that fails, they will eventually notice the hole in our defenses. But looking at it from a different perspective, if that is where they focus their attention, their assault will become quite predictable. Remember, whether you are playing offense or defense, analyzing and predicting your opponent's actions is the most important thing you can do. Now, go hide by the hole and wait for my signal. Yes, sir. Good, I'm counting on you. No, there she is. Hey again. So like before, I'll be backing you up, but I'm not gonna do any fighting myself. Why the look? You think I'm trying to get off easy again or something? I don't exactly see you getting ready to jump into the fray either, you know. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that. Now, hit us with that spell already, will you? Fine, blah blah blah. And hop. What kind of chant was that? Oh, get off my case. It's not the words, it's the heart that goes into them. It didn't really sound like your heart was in it to me, but whatever. I'm empty-minded like that. Are you sure you don't mean broad-minded? Having an empty mind isn't really a good thing. Whoop, here they come. This fortress has been built with a secret side gate on the right side of the back gate. It's not big enough for a wagon, but it could easily let a group of humans through. Or at least that's apparently the planned scenario. And our opponents know about this as well. So we shouldn't have to worry about riders trying to make their way through. Instead, according to Count Vlad's estimations, we should expect to see servants who excel in close range combat like saber lancers and assassins. Here they come. Oh. Now. Damn it, it's an ambush. Fall back. Huh? You want us to fall back now? Haha, alright, let's go to town with them, shall we? Beating up hell on helpless targets feels so good, yeah? Nice strategy, losers. You couldn't resist that sweet juicy bait, could you? That casters up there is just nasty, and what's with that hideous doll she's carrying? Oh my god, you're gonna piss her off. Oh lord, you're dead. Alright, it's go time. Agreed. We've got about 5 seconds before Lady Zhufu rushes in and starts punching faces. We must stop them before that happens. Oh lord. Okay, so it's formation set. Yeah. Alright, obviously Castoria's coming. What shall I put? You know what? I'm gonna put on my Bond series. I don't think this will be a difficult battle. I doubt that. So yeah, I'm just gonna put on my Bond series. And maybe a few tankier servants. Or maybe I could just, yeah, I'll put at least one tanky servant. Like Himiko, yeah. And then other random servants I'll take. For example, who am I trying to increase the bond now? Morgan and Melusi. I'm just going to put them in. Oh no, the cost won't. Oh no, the cost will hold. No problem. Okay, this one. And where is the... Oh, I've already equipped it. Okay. And there you go. I think that's fine. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, another thing. The teapot, we got some new teapots. The expiry date increased now. So I guess I don't need to use them now. I'll just keep it just in case if you get some raids or something. Oh yeah, it is an endurance battle. There's 50 of them. 5 turns. I think that's way doable. No problem. Okay, great. I cannot use my noble phantasm though. Oh yeah, that makes sense because, you know, they said that you cannot use your noble phantasm. It's fine though, no problem. However, I can use their noble phantasms, so yeah. Okay, what is this? Invincible, increased defense. This is increased buster card effectiveness. No, HP loss. Okay, okay. Let me put this. Wait, is he a single target? Single enemy, I see. Okay then. This. Alright, here we go, Durandal. I've forgotten how his noble phantasm is. Let's see. Okay. That's that. Alright. Now, this is this. Okay, so I think I can use my this one. Ah, this is way easier than I thought it would be. Like, okay. But I have my fierce invincibility, so yeah, no problem. Let me put this on. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Oh no, it switched to. Oh god, that is bad. God damn it. That was a waste. Okay, these guys are too weak. What the hell, man? You're not even doing any damage. What? Oh lord. Wait a minute. Okay, so oh, debuff immune, right? It won't work, I guess. Yeah, anyways. I'm just gonna put this on Roland. You need that. And I'm gonna put this on sorry. Brings out an anchor? Yup, missed. Bro, why did you target the same character? What in the... Yo, these guys are too weak. What the hell? Like, it barely did anything. Like, I didn't even have any type of defense up on or anything like that. Oh god. Retreat, retreat! You guys are weak as hell. Like, what the hell? Damn it, I really thought this was a good idea. I can't believe we lost to this ragtag. Yeah, you speak for yourself. You're level 30 or something, I saw that. What level were they? Like 30 or 50, something like that? I brought shame upon my order. You said it. How the hell did riffraff like this get the better of? Shut the hell up. Yeah, you better run, you rat bastards. I'm coming to punch the lights out of you right now. I'm getting out of here. Don't think they'll be coming back anytime soon. Thanks, Shufu. Alright, it looks like our work here is done. It looks like things are playing out more or less as we expected, but let's go check in with Count Vlad to make sure. I am officially taking command of this army, and I shall be training you in what ways I deem best. I take it there are no objections? No, sir. He's a demon. A demon, I tell you. I still don't know what happened. It felt like there was nothing we can do to win. I can't believe I couldn't destroy one piddling fortress. Some hero I turned out to be. I expected this to happen, but it was truly impressive seeing it all play out. Oh, this is Sancho, by the way. Ah, I see. That was terrifying. Terrifying! Are you two okay? Oh yes, we're fine. The castle is almost deserted right now, right? I never understood how terrifying a fully unified army could be until today. Yes, sir, I knew saving him was the right choice. Now that Count Vlad is in charge of military affairs, we should be more than equal to the task ahead. Indeed. So then. Yes, I think now is the time to make our own move, after we discuss it with Count Vlad. Thank you all once again for your help. Alright. Assassination plot. Okay, let's see. Oh, we will be fighting assassin. Ooh, okay. I wonder who I'll take with me. Oh, I need to change this. Change. I'm gonna change. Wait, why is she here? Why did I put her? Oh, this is QP. Okay, I was like, what the hell? Okay, so wait, who is closer to Bond? Okay, Morgan is closer to Bond, so I'm gonna switch in Melusine with Sansan, because I think like she'll do quite good here. I don't think I. Oh wait. This is. Why am I? Oh no. God damn it. Wait a minute. Why am I changing this one? I need to. Okay, this is better. Melusine, Morgan. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Is it? Yeah, I guess. You know what? I don't think I'll need this. I'm just gonna slap in another Bond CD. I don't know if I made a mistake, but you know, whatever. I'm just trying to maximize the Bond, you know, assassination plot. All right. Again, thank you for agreeing to manage our military affairs, Count Vlad. Not at all. On my honor, I vow that the victory shall be ours. Still, the fact remains that we are only now pulling up to the starting line. The other runs have a big lead. Come now, Sancho, look on the brighter side. Think of it as us saving our strength for when we'll need it the most. Wow, talk about putting a positive spin on things. Look at me being a big old smarty pants. Very well then. Count Vlad, I believe we should discuss our next course of action while continuing to train the army, of course. Agreed. Now that if I may direct your attention to this map. Okay. Oh. Wait a minute. While we have a great many things on our plate, at present we are ultimately faced with three options. Do we go on the offensive or fortify our defenses? If the former, we go after the revenge or reinstatement realm. According to the sum total of the information Sancho's spies have sent us, our best choice would be to strike against revenge realm. Yeah, exactly. Why is that? You must look at the big picture. The reinstatement realm may have better generals, and there's an excellent chance they will continue to grow in power. And here's the thing, reinstatement realm, they're more in the defensive side. So I think it'll be difficult to attack them compared to attacking the revenge realm, who are more of the offensive side. But for better or worse, Constantinos is known for quantity. It's a known quantity. Think of this singularity as a game board. He wishes to play by the rules and win it for himself. Yeah. The same does not hold true for the revenge realm. They would not think twice about simply overturning the entire board. And then there are the strange towers like the one you investigated. Holmes was right. They are long-range cannons. The locations alone make that quite clear. However, I have a strong suspicion that the towers are in fact already complete. Oh. The plan may be to use them in conjunction with servants whose noble phantasms are themselves cannons. Or perhaps they plan to use them with something much more worse than cannons. I cannot say for sure. Regardless, I believe this entire revenge realm is working to overturn the game board in its entirety. And I suspect Zhang Jue, a caster aligned with the revenge realm, is one behind this plan. Wait, one thing. Wasn't Zhang Jue supposed to be released in the in the FP pool? Like, I checked it out. I don't think he's there. Like, is he going to come later or something? I don't know. Because I want to pull for him. Obviously, if he's on the F2P, if he's on the FP pool. Otherwise, I won't pull for him. If he's like in a story banner or something like that. So yeah. We must therefore eliminate Queen Creamhild. If she falls, the revenge realm is likely to follow. If that happens, the reinstatement realm's not just going to sit around twiddling their thumbs, are they? No, they will not. I will say this is my only best guess based on information I have. I could well be wrong about some things. Regardless, we must act, and we must do so soon. That all makes sense to me, but it doesn't sound like our army would be of much help there. You are correct. Our only hope of assassinating Zhang Jue is with a small elite team. Okay. But such an operation will not, on its own, slip past the revenge realm's defenses. This is why we will also mobilize our entire army and make them think they are under threat of invasion. We could in fact mount an actual attack. And while the other two realms are caught up in the resulting chaos, the assassination team will carry out the mission. This is why we need to train our army. I see. That training will take up most of our time today, but I will help you plan the operation tonight. I see, then we'll figure that plan in the meantime. I would be very grateful if you took a look later to see how viable it is. Very well. In regards to this mission, Mr. Fujimaru, will you be including me in the roster as well? Hey, what do you expect? We all know your summoning skills are really damn useful. I would also like to come along on this mission. I have some experience with both stealth and combat, and I'm also concerned about what Moriarty might do. As long as he is around, I cannot in good conscience send Master off alone. Then I'll assign an assassin class servant to go along with you too. One on the side of proper human history, of course. Okay. You won't be able to do much to help with the mission if you can't fight at all at your full strength, Lord Fujimaru. I guess we won't be of much help. Yeah. Hey, it's not like either of us were ever cut off for espionage, right? Guess I'll be sitting this one out too. Honestly, I don't have the skill set to help with an assassination. We still have some time until the operation begins. Time we'll need to get our military forces in good order and conduct a campaign. We will also need to use that time to come up with an assassination plan. So let's bring in this assassin you spoke of now. Yeah, who's this assassin? Sure thing, I'll call for them right away. Damn. Wait, 100 personas or something? Oh, it's just, okay, it's one of the other, okay, I see. I thought it was like, it would be like a named servant. Hey there, I'm Assassin. My true name is still a secret. I used to undertake assassination as part of a certain religious order. I'm honored to be part of this mission. Okay. Very good. These are your squad mates, Sherlock Holmes, and my master Fujimaru. They will be key to this mission. Do whatever you must to ensure your teamwork is flawless. You have until our army's training is complete. Yes, sir. Hey there, good to meet you too. How about we get to know each other better over drinks? They say that's the modern way to break ice. I have a bad feeling about this. What's going on? I just saw in the character selection screen, why was there an assassin on the opponent's side? Is he going to betray us or something? Though, just so you know, I can't drink alcohol myself. Then why go drinking at all? Good point. Well, I'm sure the coming days will afford us ample opportunity to get to know each other better. For the moment, I think our time would be better spent determining one another's combat ability. Oh, okay, so we will be training against him. I see. I was like, will he betray us or something? Because then I'll make a reservation for you three at the training grounds. Alright everyone, let us do our best to put a stop to this rebellion against proper human history. She put her hands together in prayer. It is, in a sense, a small insignificant action. No matter how holy others may consider her, she can stop herself from wondering if she is deceiving them. She does believe in God, she does trust His plan. But perhaps that faith exists only at a surface level. That doubt has plagued her since she was summoned. While this no doubt goes without saying, Pope Johanna was not a real person, her existence or lack thereof was debated for centuries, and Johanna knows that very well. She is fully aware that she is a figment of someone's imagination. She knows that every high and low of her life is pure fiction. She is sure that whenever she was summoned to fight a Holy Grail war, though she has no memory of past summons, she must have fallen deeply into despair. Now that she is aware of this, she cannot help but feel there may be no point praying to God, or that perhaps she has no right to. Oh, Bradmont is here. You think so? I'm not sure what you think. I've heard that no one believes in mystics and fantastical things nowadays. Some people also say that myths, legends, even the tales of our own adventures were all just stories someone made up at a point. I guess, But even if that's true, I've never doubted who I am. I know that the glorious 12 paladins of Charlemagne really existed, and I know that the love Ruggiero and I shared was real too. Even if I'm not the real Bradamante, but a shadow of her being cast by humanity, it doesn't mean I'm not still me. There's no reason you cannot think the same, Your Holiness. Bradamante, you and I are indeed both shadows of humanity, but at your core you have an unshakable sense of who you are. Maybe there's a reason for that. Or maybe, and I know this may sound odd, maybe most heroes like you exist alongside your own mystics and fantasies. Maybe most heroes like you exist alongside your own mystics and fantasies. But that's not true for me. I am a figment of someone's imagination, my very existence thoroughly disapproved by academics. My life, my history is all a fragmentary jumble. And what's more, there's now an overwhelming consensus among academics that I simply never existed. They were right to come to that consensus. Academics are supposed to find the truth of things. The idea of Pope Johanna was a revolutionary one that could not be dismissed out of hand. History itself would change depending on whether she truly existed or not. I see, that makes sense. That is why. Oh, so that's the difference between her and Bradamante. Like, basically, as they say here, history itself would change depending on whether she truly existed or not. So, like, that is why a lot of people are trying to, figure out whether she really was there or not. Otherwise, a lot of things would change. However, for Bradamante and the other legends, it doesn't matter if they existed or not. People just have a positive look on that topic, at least. People of legends and this and that. But I guess Pope Johanna's situation is a bit different in that sense. I see, I can understand what she's trying to say. And so academics pored over every document they could find to verify it, almost as if they were conducting an autopsy. Yeah, so they were hell-bent on proving what's happening, whether she existed or not. And I guess that is the difference. Like, this is the main thing. Mystics and, like, magecraft magic. When you're able to, like, disapprove something, then it becomes reality. And in that way, same thing for legends. All the other legends, like the Arthurian legends and the other legends, they might or might not be true, but there's not any people who's trying to like delve deep into it or try to figure out what's going on, or like trying to disapprove it or something like that. There's no people like that. However, Popes Johanna's situation is different. I guess that is why she thinks that her scenario is different from Bradmante's, who people are not really treating her legend in the same way as the others because of her situation. I guess, in a way. They were right to do that. Everything they did was right. I just didn't take it well, that's all. It was hard and sad. It felt like they were ripping my heart from my chest. I wanted to grab them by their collars and shake them and scream, "How dare you do this to me?" But we wouldn't approve of that, not His Imperial Majesty nor anyone else in the reinstatement realm. You wanted to grab them by their collars? It is a whole other kind of pain, knowing I've drawn all of you into my anguish. Oh, and the collar part is just a figure of speech. Please just forget about it. Your Holiness, I'm a paladin. I'm supposed to serve my lord and my country and embody justice and light. And I know Archbishop Tilpin would be furious with me if I didn't help to ease your suffering. I might have chosen to rebel against proper human history, but I've never stopped respecting you. Thank you, Bradmante. I wish I could do something to repay you. For what it's worth, I pray from the bottom of my heart that you and your loved one will be reunited in romantic bliss. Well, we still haven't gotten Roggerio as a servant, so... Thank you, Your Holiness. Oh yes, I'm not sure if I could ask you about this. But weren't you arguing with some other servants earlier? Oh, yes, I was. They still suspect me of being a spy. I told them that they were mistaken and I chose to cut ties with the others because of a difference in our beliefs. I see. Does that mean you cannot trust me after all? Not at all, Bradmante. I would trust you with my life. I just didn't want to pit you against your former comrade in arms. I appreciate your consideration, Lady Johanna, but you don't have to worry about me. I offer you this promise on my honor as one of the 12 paladins of Charlemagne. I will fight with them with my might. Thank you, and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me for insulting your pride. Oh no, you don't need to do anything to apologize for. It just makes sense you would have doubt like that, but I've sworn to follow you and His Imperial Majesty to the end, no matter what. So, what would you do if Constantinos and I decided to go different ways ourselves? Oh. Please don't ask me that. It's like asking a child which of their parents they prefer. Bruh. I'm sorry, I was only teasing. Meanie. Alright, so here we have the training, I'm guessing, against that assassin. Okay, this will be easy. Oh, I should have... Yeah, I need to increase, like, Sanzang's append skill. Because of the last 10%, yeah. Such a wave. Oh no, this... Good god, they evade. Wait a minute. One turn. Okay, so this is a whole wasted. Alright, so here we go. Will this work? I don't know. Yeah. Ah, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I put the Noble Phantasm in the end. I don't know if he's going to trigger Guts. Yeah, he's going to trigger Guts again. Right. Okay, you know what? I'm going to end it here. I'll continue with this in the next video. So yeah, we had a little bit of a training. Now we are plotting on the assassination of Zhang Jue. So let's see how this goes. And you know, and yeah, Vlad was able to quickly figure out what's wrong with our group. You know, how the army that we have, they're not really, you know, like properly fighting together. And yeah, and then now obviously our team, our party, our army, they are in no way capable enough to go directly and fight against the Revenge Realm or the Reinstatement Realm. So our plan is to use our army as a decoy, and then we with an elite team of servants go in and take out Zhang Jue. That's our plan. So you know, so yeah, let's see. Alright, that is it guys, that is for today. That was my Traum gameplay. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It'll probably be the day after because I'm still like doing Grailfront as well. So one day this, one day Grailfront, so it's like that, I guess. So after Grailfront ends, I'll probably be able to do more videos on this. Not only that, I guess Bakin's event will also start, so then I'll have to pay equal attention to that as well. It's like a, yeah, like all of the events are like coming at the same time. It's a bit messy here, but yeah, you know, let's see. Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.